Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ID Guru. I hope you have been liking your journey till now. So today we will be covering a topic called rubrics, which is typically used to grade assessments, but in a formative manner. I will explain it in detail now. So rubrics are typically used when you don't want to give marks to a student or to a learner, but at the same time you want to convey to them what went wrong or right. So let's take a look at this in more detail. So rubrics are basically formative tools, that is, they are not for grading. They are intermittent, like tell the student in phases where they are standing. Also, they are visually seen in the form of a matrix or a grid, as you can see on screen. We will understand the meaning of each of these columns and rows. So, firstly, understand the visual aspect of it. So, a rubric can be seen as a matrix or as a grid. Then it has predefined criteria. So as you can see on screen, which is appearing in the orange color, that is, it has certain words written there, such as criteria, preparation, content, excellent, good, satisfactory, all of these. So there are predefined criteria. There is nothing that you can change in it. So we will understand now how to use it. But at the same time, understand that it is setting clear expectations, because under each column, you can see that there is a very good description. So for example, if you are saying poor, then for preparation, it means that no handouts or slides were available for a certain workshop. At the same time, if you are saying that the preparation was excellent, then it means that the handouts, slides, presentations, everything was ready before the workshop. Exceptional material was provided and the audience was greeted at the time of arrival. So a rubric is basically setting clear expectations for you as the grader. Now let's understand the meaning of these rows and columns. Let's go with the column first. So this is a specific criteria which is going to be evaluated. So in the row, you will understand the criteria on which you are going to grade the student or the learner. So in this case, what are you going to check? You're going to check their preparation skills as well as how well they are able to organize or write some content, which is suitable for the audience. This is what you're going to evaluate the audience on. Now in your rows, what you will see is the levels of performance. It is basically a rating scale. Now what you're going to rate them on is the criteria. So basically for preparation, you will grade the students in these 5 levels. That is it poor? Is it fair? Is it satisfactory? Is it good? Or is it just excellent? So this is a rating scale for you as the grader. So as you can see in between, how do you decide whether it is poor, fair, satisfactory, good or excellent? So a good description is written for you. You can use this to have your judgment clarity. So these descriptors or indicators give you a detailed definition or quality for each level. Now by level, we mean the row. Please remember that. And by criteria, we mean the column. So for each row, how do you give a rating? You read the descriptor or the indicator very well and then try and see what the student has submitted and then see which one does it fit into. How have they written their preparation, for example? So if they have written their handouts or slides presentations ready, that is they've kept it ready before the workshop and it's also available in the app, but they've not mentioned anything about the audience. That is whether you greet them, you don't greet them, what do you do? And what was the quality of that handout or slide or presentation? That all is not written. In that case, you can't grade them as poor or simply fair because they had it ready before the workshop. They did not simply email it to the participants or just forget about it. But at the same time, it was not exceptional either. And they also did not keep in mind that during a workshop, you're supposed to greet the audience in person. So that way, I would grade the student as satisfactory, but not good or excellent, neither fair or poor. So that way, you are supposed to read the descriptor or the indicator and then give a certain level of performance, that is, rate them. So understand that this is formative grading. Now, why would you do this? Why can't we simply give marks? So the reason is that this is formative. please understand that formative means in the process. The student has not yet completed everything, and that is why they still need time. Sometimes rubrics are also used for grading projects. So in that case, you simply, if you give a number, the student may not understand what went wrong or right. If you use a rubric, then you can actually give them detailed, actionable feedback. That is, you tell them what was good in it and what needs to be improved. So if you give them a detailed description, it only helps them in getting better. Also, this reduces your grading time. So if you see this carefully, there is no calculation. So in that case, you are simply telling them their level of performance and saving yourself some time. Now, rubrics are also used by students for self-assessment or for peer assessment. That is when they work alone, self-learning, or when they work in groups. That is peer learning. In that case, you don't have a teacher there to give them marks, a teacher or a facilitator. Nobody is there to sit and grade that. So in that case, a rubric is given to them in the form of a chart, and the students read it and grade themselves and understand where they stand, or they grade each other and set expectations for the group. So I hope you understood till here and rubrics were useful for you. If you like this session, then please subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe, like I always say. And I hope this helps you in getting your learning journey better. Happy learning.